Before we start today's show, just want to thank all of Dub Nation for supporting everything that we've been doing. Breaking records over the last month. More than 2 million views, 11,000 new subscribers, surpassed 40K here on Warriors Today. So if you want to stay in the know, join the Dub Nation family and get informed while entertained on all of the best Warriors news and rumors. Hit that red sub button down below, and let's start today's show. Coming your way on Golden State Warriors Today by Chat Sports, I'm your host, Chase Sr. Some interesting Warriors rumors pertaining to a Kevin Durant trade. According to reports, Steph Curry has reached out to KD several times about a reunion over the last couple of weeks. We'll get to that coming up around the corner. First, today's show presented to you by the fine folks at Aura, the all-in-one digital safety tool. Millions of people per year get their bank accounts hacked, their identities stolen, but Aura protects you like James Wiseman protecting the rim in NBA Summer League. Sign up today, free 14-day trial if you head to aura.com/chatsports. I'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. So we go to this report from Rick Bucher of Fox Sports about Steph Curry pursuing Kevin Durant. Now, you're watching this right now thinking, okay, Curry has 4 NBA championships. They just won a title without Kevin Durant. Why would Steph reportedly reach out to KD about a reunion in the Bay Area? Well, it makes some sense if you think about it from Curry's perspective. One more NBA championship, he surpasses LeBron James, which really enters the conversation of Curry maybe being the best player of this generation. As an uber competitor, Curry wants to be remembered as that. He's also 34 years old, and the window for a title or titles is short and starting to close. That's the realistic element of all of this. According to NBA execs, they believe that a return to the Warriors not only benefits Kevin Durant in his career, it benefits the current timeline and the roster and Steph Curry with the Golden State Warriors. We have so much more left to get to, and you don't want to miss any of it coming your way on Warriors Today. We appreciate all of your support and making today's show a part of your day. First, though, I want to hear from you. Explain why you would or would not want Kevin Durant on the Warriors, because if you poll this fan base right now, a majority of them do not want a reunion. As for that report from Rick Bucher, here it is. There are all the factions within the Warriors that would have to be on board with a Kevin Durant reunion, not to mention Durant himself. A league source says Curry has reached out several times to Durant, eager to improve his chances of winning a 5th championship and surpassing LeBron James, with whom Curry is currently tied with at 4 titles. You look at the player-for-player comparison here, and LeBron right now might have the slight edge as the better player of this generation, but Curry, with an NBA Finals MVP against Boston back a couple months ago, now makes this conversation a lot more interesting. And he's younger than LeBron James with as many titles. Age, Curry 34, LeBron 37. Titles 4 each. MVPs regular season, Steph has 2, LeBron has 4, so the King has the edge there. Finals MVPs, LeBron 4. You can make the argument that Curry should have 2 because of the one that Andre Iguodala won back in 2015. First team All-NBA team, yeah, LeBron with the clear advantage there, 13-4. But really what it comes down to and what people will actually remember is the championships won. And if you look at the current direction and what the Warriors just did, winning the NBA championship, with where LeBron is with the Lakers and his age, who's going to end up with more titles? It might be Steph Curry. And with whom does the Warriors' title chances improve if they bring him in for at least the next couple of years, not 5 years down the road? In terms of Curry and his thinking, maybe it is Kevin Durant. So you see where Steph is coming from right here. What's made him one of the game's greats of all time is him just being so competitive. And he sees bringing in Kevin Durant as possibly making the Warriors the favorites to win an NBA championship, and frankly, it might not even be close. And Curry is also trying to become one of the greats of all time, on top of the fact that he's already arguably the most influential player in the history of the NBA, because he has single-handedly changed the game and how it's evaluated and played, not just in America, but worldwide. And Steph wants to solidify his status as one of the GOATs. More from Bucher on Steph and KD. Other league sources indicated that Warriors owner Joe Lacob would have to be convinced to bring Durant back because their split was less than amicable. Durant reportedly felt slighted by remarks made at the second championship celebration that portrayed him as less important to the franchise than Curry, contributing to his decision to leave. But Lacob, asked about the Warriors potentially trading their young prospects for an established star such as Kevin Durant, did not publicly dismiss the possibility. And the juggling act is something that takes place for any good business. You have to weigh business success in the immediacy of the moment and winning right now, seeing immediate results that yield itself right away, or planning for the future. And for Durant to get sensitive, we know he's a sensitive guy, and hurt about what Lacob had to say about Curry, Curry changed the Warriors around. He single-handedly has made this franchise what it is. Now, Durant won 2 Finals MVPs for sure, and he technically was named the most valuable player, but Curry is the most valuable player of this franchise, and Lacob was a part of the movement that identified him, drafted him, and has seen his career blossom. More about what Lacob had to say about trading away those young players, a huge part of this conversation here, because that's what it's going to take to bring in KD. Some options to building the team, Lacob said, if we were to pivot in some way, some partial way, might give us an even higher upside near term, but might decrease the long term. So these are the things that General Manager Bob Myers and the group all have to look at and determine what's the right path. And as far as determining what that path is, think about it from the Warriors' perspective, right? The temptations are salivating because we've actually seen what Durant on the Warriors looks like. How they play such a selfless style of basketball that's dominant, gorgeous, beautiful, and they've won 2 championships and made it to 3 straight NBA Finals. They may have gone back to back to back if it wasn't for Durant popping his Achilles and Klay Thompson tearing his ACL. So the temptation from running the business, yeah, we know what Kevin Durant can do because he's been in the building before, and we've won titles with him. Do you think that Steph, though, has had a better career than KD? I want you to embrace the debate element here. And if you think that Steph has been the better player than KD, hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. If not, I want you to comment why right now in the comment section. As I mentioned earlier, today's show presented by Aura. You think about it, right? Nowadays, we do more online than ever, and Aura does everything and more to keep you and your family safe. If you're a family person, this is the deal for you, or individually, this can also benefit you. Right now, a free 14-day trial if you head to aura.com/chatsports. Online security, device protection. If your bank account gets hacked, you get some of your alerts pushed right to your phone, as you can see right here to my right. And these push notifications, whether it be for Warriors today or your online information in your bank accounts, really important. That allows you to just stay safe on the internet streets, and you don't have to worry about going through the awful process of getting your identity back. One more time, 14-day free trial if you head to aura.com/chatsports. That link for the all-in-one digital safety tool for you and your entire family living right now in the comment section and the description. Now, last week, we did talk about what Steph said about bringing in KD, and he kind of shut the door on that conversation while also leaving it ajar. Curry, last week on Durant, while playing that celebrity pro-am in which he played really well and Tony Romo won, the rumor mill and all that stuff is part of the nature of the NBA in this league. You take it for what it is, Curry said. You know how quickly things can change, but I like where we're at. Now, the key part of that is this: how quickly things can change. So last week, Steph said, I like where we're at. After watching James Wiseman, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga play really well in the NBA Summer League, can things change quickly because their value has escalated and increased? Here's a conspiracy theory for you. The Warriors have been displaying Wiseman, Moody, Kuminga in the Las Vegas Summer League to show other teams, if they trade for them, what they get back in a return for a Kevin Durant trade. And maybe the Warriors are making the argument right now, we can put together one of the best trade packages in terms of player capital that any team could put together in the NBA if you also include Jordan Poole and maybe Andrew Wiggins. You look at what the Youngins have been able to do in Las Vegas. Moses Moody, 27.5 points per game, less than 44% shooting, 33% from three, really good defensively, leading Golden State in steals. Jonathan Kuminga, after a bad first game, he's been excellent. 20 points per game, 18 field goal attempts. I like the aggressiveness. He's not going to do that with the Warriors. That's fine. He needs to develop his game. How does he do that? By putting shots up. Same can be said for James Wiseman in terms of just getting run and getting tick. 8.5 points per game. He's shooting 50% from the floor. 2.5 blocks per game, as his instincts on that end as a rim protector have been good, and he's also a really good athlete. 4.5 rebounds. I want to see him insert his size and his dominance physically a little bit more, but these are positive signs, no question, about what the young guys have done in Vegas and other teams. This is really basically a job convention at the Las Vegas Summer League. I've been there before. It is a who's who of NBA executives, general managers, owners, coaches, players, all getting together to have conversations, to have these trade discussions, to get insight on what's going down with these respective organizations, and the Warriors showing off the young pieces. Speaking of them, who do you value the most? You see what you got to do right here. MM for Moody, JK for Kuminga, JW for James Wiseman. Before we wrap up today's show, want to give a shout out to Komodo, a.k.a. K-Dog, for supporting the Warriors. Looks like a golden shepherd here, rocking a Warriors jersey. I said last week, you send us photos of you rocking some Dubs gear on my Twitter or Instagram, at Chase_Senior. We'll get you featured on the show. And Komodo, K-Dog, did so, and we also highlighted a couple of other subscribers earlier in the week. We'll continue to feature your pictures. You just have to send them to me. And subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/WarriorsTV. Also, my Twitter and IG handle. It's in the description of this video.